Hi, I'm Derek from Oceanworx. We've got an amazing day today. We've got two examples of the Axcess 5.3, and you know what? We can't wait to show you these boats. They're a fantastic boat in the water. More importantly, we're going to blow your mind with how much stuff you can get into a boat of this size. The 5.3 metre Axcess might seem like a compact boat, but understand the waterline length of this boat is very similar to what you'll get in a 6 metre glass boat or normal plate boat. We drop our hull line into the water really quickly, and by doing that we've extended our waterline length. That's what gives you that big boat feel, even though it's only a 5.3 metre boat. There's a whole lot of action back there, but there's a whole lot of action up here. And let's talk about the very front of the boat. Now, this has had a full custom bowsprit integrated into it. Now, it doesn't look like it'd be complicated, but the guys, to get this dead straight and get that flat and recessed into the hull takes a fair bit of work. We could just bolt just a standard bowsprit on this. That's what a normal boat builder would do, but being an Oceanworx, we want to go that extra mile, make the difference, and I think this slimline integrated bowsprit looks absolutely trick. When you step into a high tensile model like the Axcess 5.3, we can customize everything for you. In this situation, the customer's got a very specific one with the brand of anchor he wanted. We've got Lone Star in here, and it's a great product. The drum winch fits in really neatly inside. So when it comes to your preferences for brand, there's plenty of choice, and we're always going to work with you to get exactly what you want. So you can see with the seat that I'm sitting on, this is a very comfy bicycle style casting seat, probably better suited to people my age. We can do a leaning post as well, which is a loop format. We get that steering wheel stitch, so it's very comfortable to hold. There's a whole bunch of options for up here. So if you're up to something that's going to give you either a bit of a comfortable feel or something that's more of a Hail Mary experience when it comes to support in the bow, we've got a lot of options to give you. Now, both of these boats have got fantastic setups in the front. That's got this twin 16 Garmin setup for the live scope. I mean, it's an incredible setup. We'll dive into that shortly. This has got the simple 16 Simrad NSS4. Certainly no slouch when it comes to a sounder for the front of the boat. Needless to say, these are becoming super popular. Regardless of which brand you're aligned to, we're going to set you up with a great sounder package in the front of your boat as well. Now let's talk about electrics. This has been set up with the Simrad Recon, which is a brushless electric motor. It's probably our most popular electric we fit to the front of all of the Oceanworx boats. Once again, whatever brand you work with, if it's Garmin or Minn Kota, or with the Simrad Lowrance Recon setups, we're going to set it up the way you want it. Up the front of the boat here, the side pockets are a very popular feature in the Axcess and area, all the high tensile models. The anchor well lit up the front because it means you can stand up on that foredeck area there. Now, if we talk about the front casting deck, one of the reasons why people would upgrade from a Squadron to a high tensile model is you get the dry storage. We've got a full gutter system in both storage hatches, and that allows everything to stay nice and dry in the front of the boat. This flip-flop helm seat has become a popular choice. Now, it's not just a flip-flop thing that bangs around. These have got locks in them, so you actually have to use a little bit of force to release it, and then it locks into the other side. So you've still got a really secure handle if you're trying to hold onto it when you're driving. More importantly, it's extremely comfortable. If you're into a fishing style that means just relaxing, looking at the view, waiting for those fish to bite, it's a pretty damn good seat to have in the house. As another example of engineering things, not just putting something together, our bait board holes here are all done with individual bushings, which makes the slide in and out extremely refined and smooth. Most boat brands are just going to put a rod holder there made out of aluminium, and you get that rattling effect. You don't have that nice insulated feel that this has been done with. The Axcess is standard with a rear casting deck, the same as what the area is. So it's an upgrade to go to the enclosed transom, but by doing that, you're going to get 2 live bait tanks. Now, we don't just drop a plastic tank in here. They're a fully custom made tank with curved edges, exactly how the gun guys want it to make sure the liveys stay alive. Now, also here we've got the quarter seats. Now, these have also become a popular feature when you get the enclosed transom. Very comfortable, even for someone my size. Very easy to sit here. And the good thing about the quarter seats is when you fold them away, you'll never even know they're there. Let's just talk about engines for a moment. For those who are looking closely at the Axcess, you'll notice the standard package is with a 90 horsepower. Now, people can go, that's ridiculous, but actually with the Mercury, they're extremely torquey and they perform well, and this boat will be a more than satisfactory boat with a 90 horsepower on it. I really enjoy the 115. I've said it before, and to many of you, it's a well balanced engine because of the weight against the boat as well. You don't need to go super fast when you're going offshore all the time. However, if you like a little bit more performance and you're happy to spend the extra money, the performance you're going to get from a 150 Pro XS or even the 135 in the Mercury lineup is going to blow your mind. That 150 Pro XS is full of power, and it really does get the most out of this hull. And let's face it, these hulls enjoy going fast through chop. So if we have a talk about the console here, it's a pretty important part of the boat. This customer wanted extra cup holders. It's standard with the two at the top with a tray. We've actually built out this box here, and it's worked out well because we've now got the 12-volt power socket set up here, the anchor winch switch, and there's actually a glove box that sits under the steering wheel here, which is actually for dry storage. If we talk about the surface area on the console, this is a 16-inch Simrad. On the other boat, we've got a 17-inch Garmin. And on this console, we've also done twin 12 NSS4s before. Anything more than that, I don't think you really need to go to. There's plenty of options for you. The same point, if you want to run with the 16, we've got a stereo system here from Roswell, the head unit here, and there's still tons of real estate for other bits if you want to put it on there. We really enjoy the toggle switches we use in these boats. Every boat's custom built, and so the number of switches that go in is all geared around how you've laid out your boat. When it comes to the way these feel, it feels great. You know, you got that textile feel. You know when you've activated the button. They've all got RGB in them as well, and to a certain extent we can color code it. With a green boat, all the switches are color coded to match the green of the boat. So when it comes to your boat, you know it's going to be built for you because the switches are going to be not out of a packet. They're going to be individually inserted in the boat. I talked about the waterline length of this boat being one of the magical things of this hull. There's a whole lot of engineering concepts that go to pull this boat together. Some of the things you need to think about though, we don't use any extrusion at all. There's no extrusion in the keel, there's no extrusion in the chine, and that's one of the main reasons why this boat performs so honestly. It doesn't hook up and doesn't misbehave in any way. We're running a 17-degree dead rise on the transom through to a 45 degrees cut water angle at the front. Now, people don't often talk about the bow dead rise. A lot of boat brands just run a same dead rise all the way forward because it makes it super easy to build the boat. And that's one of the things we don't do with this brand. We don't care that it's difficult to make. The price represents the difficulty, but the on-water performance represents the price. It's a big difference in an Oceanworx. We talk about the reverse chines. They run full length all the way to the front of the boat. Now, we don't just slap them on, they're individually tuned for their angles, and that helps you with cornering, it helps you with the dryness of the ride, helps you with lift, and it gives you amazing stability underway. We've got a 5mm bottom sheet on this hull, we've got a 4mm side sheet, 5mm transom. It's got a 160 litre fuel tank, so it's going to give this boat a range over 400 kilometres. So for the guys up in northeast Queensland, you're enjoying those runs out to the outer reef, you've got zero problems worrying about fuel range in this particular package. These boats come standard on a heavy duty single axle, typically the Dumbia Loader Pro. Now, that gives you really good maneuverability if you're in a metro area and you've got tight parking where you want to put your boat. The tandem axle is going to let you put T-tops on board, bigger engines on the back, more payload on the boat, and they still tow beautifully. We partner up with Dumbia and Mackay. Between those two brands, there's a whole lot of different models available, and we're going to be able to nail the exact trailer you're going to need to make your boating experience really enjoyable. Now, this boat's a special build. It's got a lot of cool stuff in it. It's got stuff that we haven't done before. Let's just talk about the way these twin 16s are mounted. GFAB have provided us this adjustable height pole. It's really well done, top work GFAB. The actual mounting though was a bit tricky, so we've actually engineered this mounting point. It's adjustable in height, so the customer can either raise this even further or lower it down. It's also easily removed as well. It's just taking things to another level. We just didn't need to do that. We could have just stuck it on the gunnel, but it's an Oceanworx, it's a premium build. We're going to go the extra mile for you, the customer. Now, with this front end setup, everything's removable. The spy pole, this twin sounder setup, the force Kraken, everything's removable easily. To do that, we've run additional rigging tubes to make that work. We've got a switch panel here as well, which means powering everything up a lot easier, not having to run back to the console. In the front casting deck here, in the storage hatch, we've got additional rigging trays that have been welded into the boat, and that's holding all the modules for everything as well. Once again, we didn't need to go to that effort, but I think the finish of this up here makes everything look top notch. The Garmin spy pole comes in at 49 inches, which is perfect for a bass boat or a low-sided boat just for river use. In this kind of vessel where we've got offshore capability, we've had to extend it, and I think you can say we've done a good job getting this extension looking pretty factory, and that's burying this transducer beautifully into the water. Now we've omitted bringing down the outriggers. This boat also has outriggers. They fit neatly in here. The best thing I can show you is when you're not using them, you'd never even know that they even come with onto the boat. So it's a really neat little system, easily removed, easily put back in, and work a treat if you're doing a game fish hunt offshore. Now, if you're offshore, let's talk about windscreens. This windscreen's really easy to use. It's a matter of just unclipping it. It folds down, but because of the bullet hinges here, it's also easily removed as well. It's just a matter of just sliding it to the left. Comes off, you can leave it at home. So the days you don't need that extra protection, just run free, air in the hair. That's what I say. Now, a lot of people complain about bugs going on their windscreen when they're towing. The fact this is removable just means that you can keep this windscreen always super clean when you're doing the highway runs. One of the cool features you can get when you buy an Oceanworx is things like a pull-up cleat. Now, it's full custom. We build them here in Australia. They're integrated, they're slimline, they're fully welded in, and there's got a special bushing system that you use, so it allows it to stay up. It sits at whatever height you want it to be. It doesn't just fall down. So once again, it's a crafty bit of engineering and the kind of thing you'd expect in an Oceanworx. Now, I used to own a beautiful custom build 6-meter Australian fiberglass boat. We put a lot of time and money into that boat, and it was an incredible boat to use. But the Axcess 5.3, when it came out, towed me up offshore. So that's it, a 5.3 alloy boat destroyed a 6-meter glass boat to the point where I sold that boat. I couldn't use it again. This boat has a whole lot of magic about it. It feels like it's running on a cloud. It's got a hull shape that delivers performance, dryness, cornering, stability at rest, all the key things you want. You don't get those shoulder hits you get in a lot of the other brands out there. More importantly, when you come in and we build the custom layout you're looking for, and then we put you on the water and you experience that cloud-like feel, the softness and the handling of this hull, this boat is going to be on the top of your shopping list, and we can't wait to meet you and go through the process with you.